Hey everyone, so I know it's been a while since I made a video. Oh, you can kind of see my shadow, which is interesting, but I just wanted to make a video about like going through kind of bulk I found that's actually kind of cool and older and worth some money. I watched Von Golan. I'll put a image of what that looks like and a old school structure deck Kaiba, the original Blue Eyes White Dragon, as well as a Master Collection 1 Relinquished Secret Rare. So those, I mean, they weren't like crazy expensive since they weren't first eds, but they were cool finds. Just like all of these. So we're gonna go through it. I'll probably cut it up, just to move it along quicker. But yeah, so as you can see, first one is Majestic Star Dragon. But let's get into it. So these two, Majestic Star Dragon and Stardust Dragon. I actually have another Stardust Dragon that I got from the same bulk, same one as this, a Shadow Spectre. But I'm using it for my super heavy deck, so it's just in there. I will pull out two other cards that I found because they're in my side deck for super heavies, and they're super good pulls. But yeah, so we have these. They're in different sleeves than the others. But yeah, Stardust Dragon and Majestic Star Dragon. Really cool looking, too. A little hard to see, but yeah, Majestic Star Dragon looks really cool, honestly. I really like it. It's a CT06. So it's from a collector's tin way back in the day. The condition is a little rough. You can kind of see. Same with a lot of these, why they're in bulk is kind of the condition. I don't know how to, like, bleeding along the edges, I guess you could call it. A lot of them have bleeding. Like, you can see the foil. But still, I mean, even if, again, some of these, even in the condition they're in, even if they're not worth anything, one, for what I paid, they're definitely worth more than what I paid. And two, I don't even care sometimes. Sometimes if it's just cool, I just want it. If it's something old and something cool, I'll just want to, like, take it for myself, you know? Next, we've got just 3 zombie worlds. Nothing crazy. They're all from a structure deck. But I don't know. I just picked them up. They're pretty good side deck cards. Not for my deck currently, which is, super heavy. You can't really run spells and traps. But I was just, I see little cool side deck cards. I want to pick them up. So, 3 Zombie World, another pretty cool find. So, next 3, we've got a wide variety. You have XYZ Dragon Cannon. You have Abyss Shark. And then you have Malefic Blue Eyes White Dragon. I love the Malefics. They're really cool. This also looks really nice. Hard to tell with that kind of harsh reflection. But then you have also just like a retro pack, I think. No, a BP1 XYZ Dragon. Yeah, just another really cool find. Again, sorry, this is so trippy to me. I've never done anything like this. As silly as that sounds. But another just really cool find. Again, just like the Malefic, it's kind of got a lot of bleeding on it. So, and it's again not in the best shape, but with this one, it was just such a cool secret that again, I just wanted it. And then of course, Abyss Shark is for some reason like a $3 to $4 card, might have gone down by now. And then Malefic Blue Eyes, again, just another pretty looking secret rare that I just wanted. Again, these 8, we kind of have bunches of them, but Fairy Tale Snow, I just wanted, I want to try to collect the banned cards. Jet Synchron is a super rare from the structure deck, so that's pretty cool. Stratos, for some reason, is like a $4 common, or maybe a little bit less. Rescue Rabbit, again, just another cool card. Malicious Edge, just such a cool secret that has that kind of old coloring to it in comparison to like cards nowadays. Tin Archduke, just a funny card. I love pirates. And then this is a dual terminal, which is really sick. Oh, right there. You can see that because of the light. That is, yeah, literally just such a cool dual terminal. Just such a sick card. The way it just shines is so cool. And then again, you have like Malicious Edge. Again, you can kind of tell the darker tone here in comparison. So like here, it's a little hard to tell, I guess, but these are just darker, and I just like them. So the next 3, again, if you see a different angle, I'm still working with the overhead shots, so it'll be a little trippy for this first one. I'm going to try to get it ironed out. But now I've got 3 Leviers, I believe. They're just cool, nice commons to have. I used to play PK, and when I first started looking for Leviers, they were actually kind of expensive for commons. Luckily, they're a lot cheaper, or at least a little cheaper now, which is great. But you only really need one for PK, but you never know when you're just going to need a playset, so I just picked them up. Now, onto the money cards. Absolute money right now. For some reason, Prismas. Prismas are like roughly 7 to 10 for a common. Roughly. I would say in these conditions with the specific ones that I have, they're about like $7, which is crazy for a common. Granted, the super heavy commons are more than that, but still, $7 for these things is just insane for how much I picked them up. But yeah, these two alties are crazy. Again, they're not like, not like expensive. They're just cool looking alties, and they're alties. So like, I thought I'd pick them up. But yeah, you have number 34 and number 20, some of the original XZs, which of course, there's a reason they're cheap. Nobody uses them. But I mean, they just the alties look so cool. We next have the XZs package. We have, number C6, which is just a cool looking gold secret. You have Badland Boxer, which is actually, with the new support, is the only printing of this. So this is already like a $2 to $3 super. It might go up. It might get reprinted though, so we'll see. And then we have, I can't even try to pronounce this thing, but I don't know. I just saw it. It was 2 level 4 Beast Warriors. And I'm like, the effect is pretty insane on this thing. 3 Parallel XZ. I don't know. Again, just another good card I saw. You never go wrong with getting a playset of commons or anything like that for this. Good for any kind of link deck that also can utilize like XZs. These are really cool. Just 3 Dark Necrofears. I could have gotten 4. I think they had 3 secrets there, but I didn't pick them up just because the secrets, I mean, I should have just to get a playset thinking about it. But this one is the cool one. This ultra rare one is a lot older than these two, or at least a little bit older. And if it was first ed, it would actually be worth a lot of money, which is kind of a common trend I saw when going through the bulk, is that obviously first ed back in the day would be a lot more expensive, even in a bad condition. But regardless, these are still just really cool cards because, they're from the old days. A lot of people are still nostalgic, obviously, for the DM era. That's why they always keep pandering to it. So, I mean, it's not a bad pickup to have. Someone might want it. So, not bad to put in the trade binder. This is going to be on its own because it's just such a nice looking secret. Yeah, this just looks so nice. Just the reflection, how it's really well done around the image as well is so cool. The reds look really nice. So that is why I picked this up. I don't know if it's really any good, but if levels get good, maybe. Who knows? So right here, we actually have 4 of a card because it is the same reasoning. I don't know if it'll ever be good. It's also the effect. If you control a face-up Fabled, you can send it and add another Fabled. So I don't know if Fabled ever gets good. This might be the play. This is a searcher as long as you control a Fabled. And it's not once per turn. You just can't search itself, which is crazy. Another dual terminal. Just amazing. Hypersynchron. Again, I don't know if it'll ever be good, but just such a cool looking dual terminal. Invader of Darkness. Really awesome. Again, you can kind of tell the bleeding, which kind of sucks, but still a nice looking secret. 2 Destrudo. Just because, I found them. Might as well get them. You never know when you're going to need a Destrudo. Now, here are some oldies but goldies. Look at this. So first we have Barrel Dragon. So a nice secret. Master Collection 1, still pretty cool. Also, sorry about the reflection. I'm going to try my best to improve this setup for later installments of like opening stuff. And then Yamata Dragon. Old school stuff. Super cool. Then we have a OG Legendary Collection GX First Edition Rainbow Dragon. A nice Ultra. I know it's got other printings. I even have a secret printing of it from Speed Duels. But I don't know. It's just old. I love the Legendary Collection GX. That stuff has gone insanely high in value. And it's just cool to have. I just like it. Again, it's just such a nice looking Ultra. We have 2 Junk Synchrons. I forget who said it. It might have been House of Champs. They were just like, yo, get on to your junk synchrons if you don't have them, because you're gonna need them. They might go up in value. And I'm like, okay, well, I will get some. So I've got 2 right here. One of the more, I think these are the 2 more expensive commons from like the older structure decks. 5Ds S2. So I think they're a bit more expensive, but I've got like 3 more. I don't know. You never know when you need it. I do like Synchropile as well, which is really cool. Takatomborg, classic. I just like the level 3s. Never know when I'm going to pick PK back up. Shadow Mist, another just good hero card that's still actually holding value, which is crazy. O-Lion is just cool to have. Again, it's a nice little ultra. I know it's not like crazy value, but again, it's just cool to have. You never know when it'll be useful again. Now we get into some a bit older of a card. Destiny Hero Dreadmaster. Just an ultra rare, nothing crazy, but still, it just looks so nice. It does have a bit of a, you can kind of see it at the top there. It is a bit damaged, which is a bummer, but still, it's just a nice looking ultra rare. Kind of the same thing I said before, that darker tone to it is really cool. We have Fallen of Albaz, more relevant card to the current meta. That's why I picked it up. I just saw it and I was like, well, might be a good little like card to have in my trade binder. Sophia, Goddess of Rebirth. I don't know why. I just saw it was a pretty secret and I picked it up. I don't know if it'll ever be good. A cool super harpy lady. From Legendary Collection Joey's World First Edition. Just another cool thing. I love the Legendary Collections back in the day. I think they're really cool. Again, more modern cards, but they're so old that it is actually hard to find. Power Filter. Neither player can special summon monsters with 1000 or lesser attack. So, good for the Purely matchup. And, of course, it represents a boys. So that is also actually, honestly, really cool to see. Forceful Sentry, just a cool band card to have and actually has value. But again, I just want to collect all the band cards. So, really cool. Ayatamias, a expensive card for no reason, because it's got a couple common reprints. But just a card I knew that had value, and I wanted to pick up. Finally, the 3 Floodgates. I saw these, and I went, I'll have to pick them up. You never know when Floodgates are going to be useful for your deck. Currently, they're not for mine, but you never know. So the other 2 cards are cards I put in my side deck. One of them being Archfiend Eccentric that I found, which was really cool. Bummer I didn't find any more. I only found 1, but that's still all right. 1 is better than none. And then this one, which I might have to just get a whole new card for, because it is sadly pretty beat up. But ultra rare Lava Gold. Still really cool. Also really good to have. But again, it is kind of, you can really see the damage on this thing. It is pretty beat up. So I might have to get a new one. So again, I don't know how I'm going to cut up this video. I just wanted to show like a little fun collection. I might do more of these when I go to like, when I travel for events. And then I go to like vintage stores like I did for these. And I'm able to like find through their bulk this stuff. Because again, this is all really cool, especially since I bought it from bulk. I think it's really cool to just kind of look through bulk and see what places have like decided. Plus, you never know when something's going to bump up in price. Like those power filters, they were like super cheap because nobody needed them. But then all of a sudden, all it takes is one really good deck. And then this strange 10-cent card becomes, you know, even if it only becomes $1 or $2, that's still a pretty big bump. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be doing more like openings and stuff just because, I don't know. It's just fun. I've got this overhead camera. I'm going to work on the lighting and the autofocus and trying to get the camera positioned permanently because it seems to be sliding. That's not good. But anyway, hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys around. See ya.